Hello and welcome back to another edition of Dibber walkthrough videos. Today we are in New Alipore, Kolkata, where another one of a wonderful Dibber International Preschool is coming up. So here we are at the Baker Road, New Alipore. This is the Baker Road that you can see, and the landmark is Bank of India, and the Bank of India is actually behind this property, and this is the building where our latest center is going to be coming in. So this is going to be our second unit in Kolkata, and we are calling it as Dibber New Alipore. And this is how the property looks from outside. I will quickly give you a guided tour of how it will look from inside once it is completed. So it is in development stage right now. So we've got two gates. One is that, so basically that will be closed because this property actually shares a common entry, and because of child safety issues, we will be closing this gate. The gate will remain open because people will keep coming and going. We will close down the property from this area. I'll just show you from inside. The main gate will be here. So that is where kids will come in from. So that will act as the main gate. Okay, so you see there's a chemist there, but then that particular shop has got no access to the property inside. So again, we will be looking at how the building looks at its construction or its development stage right now, and how it will look like when it is totally completed. So this is not the only building. We've taken a portion of this building also, and I will tell you how it works. So quickly, let's go inside and have a look. So as I said, this gate would remain open because the Bank of India is this side, and at this particular area, so this is the entry from here. So this will be kind of closed down because this will be totally, there will be a gate which will be coming up in this particular area. And so basically in terms of child safety norms, we will be closing this area so the people cannot access this part of the school. And this is how the entry part is looking at the moment. So very soon this will be all completed. Okay, so the date today is 11th of August. And it is expected to launch somewhere by mid-October or end of September. We don't have the dates as of now. So from outside, if you saw, this is going to act as the main gate. Okay, a lot of work is still pending. It's still going on. And this part of the building, as I said, will be utilized. So we are using the ground and the first floor. And this will also act as an office area. We will not be going up right now. I'll just show you how it looks. So this is going to be the main office room. The counseling and all is planned to be happening from here. And once you look outside, it's a very, very well lit, very spacious area. Very safe for children to be here. This is the entire building. You've seen it from outside. And we've got a lovely play area here. So all of this will be actually used as outdoor activity areas. There will be the cycling track that will be done here. There is a lovely, huge outdoor play area, and there will be a lot of elements that are being planned. I think so the Dibber marketplace or something is going to be coming up right here. So this entire space is going to act as an outdoor play area, and this particular part has, so basically there was an access from there also, so that is getting totally closed down so that it doesn't share a common entry for people coming in from that side. So that will be closed. And there is something that is being planned over this part also. So we will see that once this entire property gets kind of completed. Yeah, let's kind of go inside and have a look of how things are getting planned here. Okay, so there might be changes in the plan of what things look like now and how they will look like once it is completed. So this might act as a reception area. That is what we are thinking at the moment. Things, as I said, things might change. The staircase which goes up to the first floor, I'll show you the first floor a little later. So to our right, we have one room which is expected to be used as a theme room. So I think so the Hearty Howard room is going to be coming here. So in Dibber, we take all our themes, all our learning friends very seriously, and specifically for Hearty Howard and for Color Paletta, we have dedicated theme rooms. So this might act as one of those theme rooms. And then we've got a small space here. I think so still in planning stage of what we are going to be doing there. And the moment we come inside here, so then we have a large indoor play area. So a lot of space because we have got concepts of indoor play. There are gym equipments, indoor gym equipments, not like the ones of dumbbells and all, but then specifically designed based on the Nordic curriculum for children. So this is going to act as an indoor play area. There are 2 rooms over here, and then there is 1 space outside. So if you kind of come here, okay, so this is one area. So if you see, this has been closed. So this is the Bank of India actually. So this area has been totally closed. And then we have a kitchen space here. So the Dibber meal is a very essential concept. And it is, as you see, it is kind of getting ready. So this will be the kitchen from where the food for the children will be prepared. And Dibber meal is just not a plate of food. It has got very essential elements of learning with it. I assume there will be washrooms here, and there is an access. So there might be a washroom here. I'm not very sure right now. It's looking a little dark right now because, as you know, it's still in development stage. There is going to be 1 washroom here, and there's a staircase that is actually going up. And these kind of areas will not be accessible for children because of safety concerns. Then we've got 2 rooms over here. We've got 1 room here. We've got 1 room there. So I think so. These are still in planning stages of how we will be utilizing these spaces. 1 classroom. So this room will be used as the playgroup, and there is an extension to the playgroup on that side. So earlier when we had seen this property, there were walls here. So you can see there's clear. So basically those walls have been taken down to create this large classroom, because space is something that is very important for children. And as you can see, there's a pretty big classroom that's going to be there, and this will be an extension to the same classroom. So this is how our first floor actually looks like. One of these rooms can also be used as a theme room, but as I said, we are still in planning stage, and still, as you see, all the work is in progress at the moment. Let's quickly go up to the first floor, and as you can see how it is looking now. And you can also see there is some planning that has been done with regards to how it might look like once it is finished. So as I said, it's still in development stage. So let's quickly have a look at how the first floor is looking at the moment. And definitely I will be coming up with another video after the launch or the day of the launch of how this unit looks like once it is completed. So once you come up to the first floor, there is 1 room that's here, and this will definitely be used as a classroom, maybe a junior KG or a senior KG or a nursery classroom. So this is 1 room. There is a washroom that is attached with it. So this property has that facility of having washrooms attached to most of the rooms. So the first floor paints a similar picture. So we've got an extension of the indoor play area here also. So you can see there is a pretty large hall here as well. To our left is the nursery classroom. So we are planning that this will be a nursery classroom, exact replica of what we saw on the ground floor. And then we have the extension to this classroom. Maybe an audiovisual setup can be put up here, and we can use this as for the audiovisual activities. And then to the right we have 2 larger rooms. So maybe a junior KG section would be coming up here, and then we have another room here which can act as a senior KG room. So, and we've got a washroom facility there as well. And then we've got additional spaces. So this is the staircase that you saw on the ground floor. So there is an access directly to the terrace from here, but I think so children will be restricted from using this space. 1 more washroom here. So definitely adults, educators would also need to have washrooms, so there is a provision for that as well. There are some smaller rooms, smaller spaces here, and gradually these will be planned and used as the construction develops later on. Some smaller spaces here. So basically, if you see, it might look like all these spaces look like a little congested at the moment, but look at it from a point that this was a very, very old building, and based on the older design, things were like that. So what we are doing right now is creating these spaces which will be very child friendly, very child safe, and all the electrical points on that level till about like 2-3 feet are all closed, so children will not have an access to any electrical points altogether. So let's kind of look at the terrace space also. We're looking at a property from ground up. Let's kind of also take a look at how the terrace looks like. Okay, so this is how the terrace looks like right now. There is some work going on the water tank because it's an older building. It's a pretty old building. So some of the cleaning of the water tank is happening currently. So it's very important that we get clean and fresh water for the children. So there is ample space. I don't know whether this will be used in future. It might be, depending on the requirement, depending if the number grows in terms of admissions. I think so this might be used used at a later on stage, but then we've got ample space on the second floor on the terrace. So let's see, that's, as I said, it's all in planning stage right now, and this will look like a very wonderful unit in New Alipore, Kolkata. So I will be back very soon with the completed edition of Dibber Alipore, and we hope to see a lot of kids and their lives being shaped by the design that Dibber has in its mind to help children to grow as responsible citizens and lifelong learners for the world. With that, I would say goodbye from here, and hoping to come back once again with another edition of an amazing video of the completed version of this particular unit. Till then, take care. Goodbye.